Yo, what's up guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown for another episode of Road to Top 10 in the UU tier. I've been testing teams because I don't know what I want to use to ladder. I'm honestly still not comfortable laddering in UU. But yeah, I decided I'd be using this offensively based team. Dual drag, fairy. Well, dual drag and then fairy. Trapping. I like it. Anyway, I think it got a bit more effective too with the recent bans. To be honest, I wasn't even scared of Slowbro. The only thing it did was stop Slurpuff Sweep. But yeah, thank you everybody for the continued support, the likes, the comments. I really do appreciate it, especially since it was a return of a late series that I started like in June, an older series. But yeah, guys, if you guys didn't know, I actually stream almost daily on twitch.tv/pokeaim. So go ahead and follow me. That's basically the best way to catch me streaming. Definitely appreciate it. And we found a battle versus the dual evolution for a Victini. Alright. Blastoise just kind of has fun versus team. I don't have Aura Sphere. Crap. I'm just lead off with Blastoise right here. As like I said, it has a lot of fun versus his team. I thought it had Aura Sphere. Sort of helped. Definitely. Especially since Umbreon's annoying. But if I can just weaken Fortress and weaken his Blastoise a bit, I can put in work with Slurpuff. So that's going to be my game plan going into this game. He ends up leading off with Victini. I have Blastoise. I do have some bulk, so I should be able to survive his attack, and I can just go for a Water Pulse. I'm going to go for it. Hopefully he's not choice banded with Bolt Striking. Doesn't get like a full pair up, but ends up U-turning out. As I can just go right for the Water Pulse, like I said. It ends up going out to Espeon. I don't really agree with that play. I can say that. And I do have Jirachi. I see no items, so I'm not sure if Light Clay or like a Life Orb or Specs variant with Grass Knot or something. So I don't want to stay in and take that. I'm just going to go out to my Jirachi because I do have U-turn. I can keep up offensive momentum as he does end up having the Grass Knot. Ooh, that's a Life Orb. Ooh, that almost did damage. As I could just go right for the U-turn right here. Like I said, keeping offensive momentum. If he wants to stay in and go for Shadow Ball, sacking this thing, or going for Morning Sun, that's cool too. I think keeping up the offensive momentum with U-turn is my better play than going out into Dugtrio and trapping him. So, gonna go out to my Hydreigon. I am Choice Scarf, and I can just go right for the U-turn right here. As he basically went for Morning Sun for no reason, and then he just sacks it. So, yeah, I do have a Blastoise once again, which I can go right back out into. Though this time I'm kind of fearing the Bolt Strike from Victini, but I do have Dugtrio in the back, so that's kind of stopping him from wanting to go for Bolt Strike, as he ends up going out to Mega. I could take one Giga Drain, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not gonna try to. So I'm gonna go out into my Jirachi right here. As one sec, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I got interrupted, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for U-turn just in case he wants to go out to his Fortress. And if he wants to go for Bug Buzz, it won't be able to 2-hit KO me anyway. I'll do like 30-something%. I see no Life Orb either, so I'm not sure what type of variant he is. That Giga Drain did a lot, man. Maybe he's Specs. But either way, those Specs with Speed Boost, I don't know. I like Specs Tinted Lens. Hits hella hard, but just gonna go for the U-turn. Once again, just keeping offensive momentum. It is kind of early in the morning, so I apologize if I yawn. I'm trying my best not to. That's why I paused it before, so I wouldn't yawn. But yeah, that did only 30-something%. As it was annoying. I can go out to Blastoise. I'm really surprised he stayed in, and he has no, he doesn't have leftovers. But I'm gonna go right back out to Jirachi for the Giga Drain. I just want to bring Jirachi for free, and I'm actually gonna try and go for T-Wave this time, just to lower this thing's speed. That way Blastoise will be able to outspeed it. My voice is hoarse. He goes for Endure. I don't know what type of berry he's packing, but I'm just going to hit him with a T-Wave. I can hit him with that, and I can just go for my Stealth Rocks right here. I wonder what he's thinking, like was it worth it? I wonder if he's thinking, was it worth it? But I'm just going to hit him with an Iron Head, as he actually is able to outspeed me afterwards, but I don't know, I don't agree. Just don't agree. And if he gets paralyzed, oh, I get a crit too on top of that. But if he gets paralyzed, he's dead. I don't know. And what is he going for Endure for? What was he doing? What was he doing? I can go out to Slurpuff and just go for a safe return as he misses Air Slash. Unfortunate. He needed a couple flinches though, but still unfortunate. He does have 2 spinners on his team, so I'm not sure how I felt about going for that Stealth Rock earlier. I basically just wasted a turn when I could have gotten off another Iron Head. But yeah, he does have 2 spinners. I don't really agree with how he's playing his team though. Like, Umbreon is a special wall. But I'm going for Rapid Spin right here. And I do have Dark Pulse, which hits this thing for neutral. And also smacks Blastoise for about 50% and then like 40-something% on regular Blastoise. So I'm going to go for it. Just in case he wants to bring out his Blastoise. I really don't mind. And nice. I really don't mind, as he's really taking a while to pick his moves. So I'm just going to pause until he picks a move. Alright, so he did end up going out into his Blastoise right here. I can just go for another Dark Pulse. I do speed creep a bit, so maybe I'll be able to outspeed him. We'll see though, as 144 to 280 speed, that's pretty cool. As if I also get a flinch, he'll be dead, but he ends up going for the Dark Pulse as well as me. And I do have Water Pulse, which can just finish him off after that. And I don't think it was a speed tie because I won all of them. I won 2 of them, not 2 of them. I won 1. But he ends up going out to his Victini now. I can just safely go for a Water Pulse. If he wants to go for V Create or Bolt Strike, I do have Dugtrio that can just come in. To be honest, Slurpuff is more expendable than Blastoise, as Blastoise helps me beat Fortress. But then again, Slurpuff helps me beat thing. But I do have Hydreigon, so I don't even know what I'm saying. I'll just stay in right here and go for a Water Pulse. I don't really care what move he goes for. He really is taking a while to pick his moves though, as he's going for the U-turn. If you're just going to bring it in and go for U-turn, man, you might as well. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these plays. Blastoise is just hella bulky. Holy crap. As I can go for a Water Pulse. Umbreon takes it relatively well. And this is annoying. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to hit him with a Water Pulse again. As he goes for Protect. I guess scouting for the Aura Sphere. Then again, I guess I didn't show Dark Pulse yet. I mean Dragon Pulse. So he ends up going for Foul Play right there. Just sacking his Umbreon. As I do have Haxorus. I really just want to go for the SD, predicting his Protect. I feel like he's the type of player that would do that. I'll go for Outrage. Just knock him out, forget that. I don't care that Fortress can come in now. I do have, like I said, Hydreigon, which just spams Dark Pulse after that. I think going for Outrage was my better play anyway. I really want to go for SD though, predicting his Protect, and be like, yeah, I got you, bro. 8 minutes gone by for first battle. That's crazy. As he sets up Stealth Rocks. You don't want to deal with this monster in front of you, bro? Alright, so he's basically just making it so I can just spam Dark Pulse. He would have been able to 2-KO me last time, but now I have a chance to break through and just click Earthquake with my Dugtrio. I don't think he has any way to win right now anyway, but I'm just gonna pause it. Oh, never mind. You picked the move. Yeah, that took you a while, man. Alright, so now to go out to Hydreigon and just click Dark Pulse, knock out Fortress, and smack Victini for about 90%, 80 something to 90%. And whatever Victini goes for, I do have a combination of Dugtrio plus Slurpuff. If he goes for U-turn, Slurpuff wrecks him. If he goes for V-Create, Hydreigon lives for 1. So we'll also find out what variant he was. But yeah, I'm just gonna look for another battle while this takes forever. So I found one right away with the new Togekiss. Ooh, my team is not prepared for that. I do have Jirachi, but not really feeling Jirachi right now. I'm gonna go out to lead off with my Blastoise, as he's gonna lead off with his Jirachi, and believe I can just go right for Dark Pulse. As he's going for U-turn, I believe he's Scarf Rachi, and yeah, he does about 80% as he goes for the U-turn, and I just click Dark Pulse again and win. So yeah, good game, dude. Get out of here. And he can go right on to his Togekiss. The threat. Ah, that's annoying. I'm about to get paralyzed too. That's crazy. Gonna go out to my Jirachi. As he's going for a Wish. And oh, this is a support Togekiss. That's actually, I do not know how I feel about that. He's gonna go for U-turn. He has to, unless I just trap him with. I'm just gonna go for U-turn right here. I don't care if he goes for V-create, because I get to trap him with. Wait, no, that was bad because I don't have. I thought I had Poison Jab on my Haxorus, but either way, I get to trap him with Victini. I mean, with Ductrio. But that was still bad because I don't have Poison Jab on my. I thought I had Poison Jab on my Haxorus, so yeah, Togekiss just became a hard counter. Damn. My switchings, where are you? And he has Defog? So I just sacked Jirachi just to get rid of Victini. That sucks. Oh, I got the confusion. Nice. Nice. What? I'm about to make a play and go for Dragon Pulse. I'm doing it. As he ends up going out into his Ampharos. And if he wants to Mega Evolve right here, he can. He'll go down to the Water Pulse. Aren't these the same base power? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not sure. I hate doing math in my head when I'm tired. But either way, I can knock him out with the Water Pulse. Probably didn't want to Mega Evolve because I had just went for the the Water Pulse. As he gets confused again and hits himself again. Wow, I'm sorry, man. I really am getting lucky. That one guy that complained about me getting lucky last time, it's happening again, bro. So feel free to complain about it. Yeah, sorry, dude. I can't do anything about it, though. Competitive game. As he ends up going out to his Hydreigon. And I don't know what move he can go for right here. Can't go for Draco. I do have Slurpuff. He might just go for U-turn again. I'm just going to go for a Water Pulse. As he ends up going for the Draco anyway. And does this thing have Sucker Punch? No, it does not. So I can just smack him with a return. As he goes for flat. Oh, God. I just wanted damage on Jirachi, but he ended up going for the Flash Cannon. Wow. As I can just go for the Play Rough on the incoming Jirachi. Just get off damage. It looks like it is Scarf, so. Ends up going for the Iron Head. Blastoise is a relatively safe switching. As I can just click Water Pulse at this point. As he ends up going for the Iron Head once again. And I break through. Get off the Water Pulse. He's trying to make it that way I can't win. Because he has Togekiss in the back. It's pretty slick right there, buddy. But I'm just going to try and break through again. Still going to go for it. I have to. What else can he do? What else can I do? So I end up pulling through, and I am able to knock out the Jirachi as he ends up going out to Hydreigon. I believe I can just go out into my Haxorus right now, sack it to the Dark Pulse. I'm actually gonna go out to my Hydreigon, take the next Dark Pulse, and that way I can follow it up with a U-turn. Haxorus can help me by spamming Outrage on his Swampert, so that'd be nice for me. As Swampert does end up coming out, and I believe I'm gonna have to hit a Stone Edge. Yes, I am gonna have to hit a Stone Edge. So I'm gonna go out to my Blastoise right here because I can go for Water Pulses. Just start firing them off, getting off a chill 46%, not bad. As yeah, once again, just gonna fire it off. As he gets confused and hits himself again. Oh my God, bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I can't do anything about this, guys. This is what happens. It's part of the game. It's really unfortunate for him. Yeah, it really is unfortunate for him, but I can't do anything about that. Like, you'd have lost if I wasn't for that happening 3 times. You know what? Thanks, man. I didn't know that. Nah, I'm not gonna rustle his jimmies. And I could just sack my Haxorus right here. and just go for U-turn with my Hydreigon, and then finish off his Togekiss with a Water Pulse. So that's a bit unfortunate for him. That's how the cookie crumbles. I can't do anything about that. I just say that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh my god. But yeah, I can't do anything about that. I really can't. So, sorry, dude. The game, though. It's unfortunate for him. But well, let's keep going. Let us not dwell on the past. To the people who are going to complain, I hacked them. Thank you. I did not know that. I really did not know that. Thank you. I'm not being chimp-acked here or anything. So let me just pause the video and we'll be right back. Oh wait, talking about chimp-ack, I bet you he would be saying when he's watching this, must be nice. Alright, I'm gonna pause it, we'll be right back. Alright, so we found a game versus a team with Diancie. You get trapped by this, but you guys have priority. That's annoying. I would say Blastoise puts in work, but he does have Umbreon, which is very annoying indeed. I'm gonna lead off with my Jirachi, as he ends up leading off with Arcanine, and this is not what I wanted at all. I don't have a switching, but I can take Flare Blitz plus. That's a threat. Holy crap. Blastoise isn't gonna appreciate coming in on a Flare Blitz in a while. Actually, we'll see. We'll see how I can play this around. I'll go to my Blastoise, as he ends up going for Will-O-Wisp. Okay, less of a threat. Less of a threat. I'll go on to my Jirachi, as he ends up going out to Toxicroak. I can't just Thunder Wave you. Or I can go for Stealth Rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rocks actually first, before Thunder Waving. The best thing you can do is hit me with Drain Punch or Sucker Punch. I'd rather get up my rocks, which will help me wear down his team. And I do have Hydreigon, which can just spam Draco Meteor whenever Toxicroak feels like a threat. So I actually ended up outspeeding him. For some reason, I only hit 246 speed. And I believe I can just go for a Thunder Wave. Yeah, I'm hitting with Thunder Wave. As he ends up going out to Crobat, so that's nice. The thing about Crobat is, though, it can be packing Inner Focus. It more than likely is, because it's better than Infiltrator, in my opinion. But I do have Haxorus, which can just come in as he defogs, and I'm going to go for an SD. Predicting him to want to go out into his Diancie right here, as he actually ends up going for Toxic. Okay. I'm not sure how he wants to. I'll go for Outrage, as he ends up going right into Arcanine. Completely fine by that. Arcanine is annoying. It is a monster and a threat. And if I'm supposed to direct that, I'm happy. You know, I'm happy with being able to go for the Outrage on it, as he can go out to his Diancie now. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I do get off the +1 Earthquake on this thing. Maybe. I'm gonna go for it, because I can Earthquake it and then I can trap it with Dugtrio. So that's gonna be my plan. As does not work out the way I wanted it to. But I do have Jirachi, which can just click Iron Head. Yeah, it really can just click Iron Head. It can flinch. Just it does a. Oh my God, this thing is ×4 weak to this. Hello. I don't know if Arcanine can honestly take it. And Crobat, though it does most likely have Inner Focus. Well, we'll see how things go. So I am gonna go for Stealth Rocks, as he gets paralyzed. That's what I'm hoping for. Just admitted I want the hacks, and I could just go for U-turn. I don't mind if he gets paralyzed again. Nice, but Dugtrio is my switching anyway, as he ends up going for the defog. And yeah, Choice Band and Stone Edge, my best bet. As the Umbreon ends up coming in. This is annoying. This core. This is actually very annoying, especially because he could just heal Bell up all my hard work. Let's see, I got all my Stealth Rocks. Okay. Hello, I'm inside. Let's put some work on this team. I can't go right for Belly Drum just yet, because he could just go for the +6. Foul play. That seems like going for Yawn. What? No. I can't beat this team. How do I beat this? Yawn. Can someone tell me how to beat this team? Alright, let's see. Mega Evolve and hit him with a Dragon Pulse. Hopefully catching Toxicroak as he ends up staying in. Baton passing out the Wish. What is this? Arcanine dies to Rocks. I'm glad about that. Crobat comes in though. We'll see. The power of confusion and paralysis. I mean, yeah, it did not work for me though. But Umbreon is low, which I am grateful for. I'm just actually gonna go for Dragon Pulse, predicting Toxicroak to want to come in, as it does end up doing just that. And I'm gonna go for it again. I wasn't sure if he would outspeed me, simply because my Jirachi ended up outspeeding him, but I guess he's running more than that. I can take one Sucker Punch. As you can see, I tanked that. Tanked. Because right now he has Crobat that I can go out into, and I killed a Pokemon. I'm happy about that. I don't know how I was going to break this team without hacks. That's why I went for Thunder Wave. I needed the paralysis on Crobat. Yeah, this is annoying. Even if I do get up Belly Drum, this thing's just going to eat that up. Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun. Let's see if he's bluffing Extreme Speed. He is. I wasn't going to switch out anyway. I got to knock that thing out, as I'm going to try and win a speed tie right here. Does not work out for me. Did not see that coming. Did not. Scarf Hydreigon can take one Dazzling Gleam, so I'm actually going to attempt to. Or I could go for U-turn. It depends what move he wants to go for here. Alright, so he ends up going out to his Diancie. Because I didn't win the speed tie. Alright, my best bet is just clicking that attack right there, and then hoping that I can get up a Belly Drum or something. Because he's missing Diamond Storm. I'm okay with this. I don't know. What item are you running, bro? Rocky Helmet? No! I literally can't do anything else to his team. I hate feeling useless when I'm playing a team. Alright, attempt time. You have to choke, bro. You have to switch out. Or I have to crit you. We'll see how things go. Alright, that did not do as much as I thought. Maybe if I can get another low roll, and for some reason this thing isn't Focus Sash. Oh my god, I knocked it out. Alright, I don't think I win anyway because I lost the speed tie versus Dugtrio, but I actually had a chance of winning. And knowing that, oh, he doesn't have a Sash? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Somehow I came through. I did not see that coming, guys. Did not see that coming. Shout out to my boy Shake. Alright, so my plan was originally to sweep him with this, but it actually happened. I'm happy about that. Did I hack someone to death? Did I? Why don't you have Sash Zam? Awesome, let's look for one more battle, and I'll pause until we find one. So I think I accidentally loaded the wrong team. Is my girlfriend here? Crap. Well, I mean not crap, but I'm happy for her. But alright, she left her house. Alright, cool. I thought she was outside. I was like, crap. I gotta stop. I think I loaded the wrong team by accident. The team I used last time. Sorry about that, guys. But I guess we're gonna have to play it out. Nidoqueen is a really fantastic lead versus his team, as he ends up leading out with a Powdon. Just gonna hit it with Ice Beam, try and get off as much damage as possible, as he ends up going for Stealth Rocks, and I can just follow it up with an Earth Power in return as he tries and goes out to Snorlax. Don't know what type of variant this is. Just gonna go for my Stealth Rocks right here. I don't want Nidoqueen taking damage. Alright, they call me Serial Switchings. Crocodile technically works. but that's not going to happen because I didn't go out to it. But yeah, Crocodile works right now. I did get up my rocks though, which I'm grateful for. Definitely, as I can bring in Crocodile, and I'm actually going to go for Pursuit right here just in case he wants to switch out. Him paralyzing me isn't too bad, as he does try and switch out into his Hippowdon. Like I said, him paralyzing me isn't the worst because I'm going to go out to my Nidoqueen, by the way, expecting his slack off. But him paralyzing me isn't necessarily the worst just because it means he can't burn me with Trevenant. And I'm actually going to go for Earth Power just in case he wants to switch out, predicting the Ice Beam into like Starmie or something. That'll be a very aggressive switch though. I think Earth Power is my best play overall. He saw that Ice Beam did like 90% to him. So I'm just going to go for the Earth Power, as I'm going to reply to my girl right now. What'd she say? I seem to go out to Trevenant. Yay. Be safe. Be safe, babe. Okay. Trevenant is fine. I think he's going to use it as a pivot, but Sludge Wave should be able to knock it out as a neutral move. Yeah, definitely. Earth Power did 31%. I don't know how that wouldn't have knocked him out. But now I can go out to Starmie. Relatively safe switching being Jirachi, as he can go for Ice Beam. Even if he goes for like an analytic boost to Hydro Pump, I should be able to survive, as he is definitely not analytic. Definitely not analytic. And actually Ampharos puts in some work versus his team, so I'm going to go out into my Ampharos right now, as he ends up going for Hydro Pump again. And now he has a choice whether to sack this thing or not, and I can just click Dragon Pulse for safe. I can click Dragon Pulse safely, as he ends up going for the Rapid Spin, sacking it. Completely fine by me. Got rid of a threat to my team, and even though he does have Mienshao, that is a threat. They call me Zero Switch-ins. This helps with Raikou, but I do have a combination of Hydreigon, Crocodile, and Nidoqueen, so I can just sack this right here, to be honest, and just click Dragon Pulse, as he's going for the high jump kick. And like I said, this should be able to just come in right now. I'm just going to pull a double into my Nidoqueen, predicting Hippo to want to come in. Should I do that? How much am I at? Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it, because then it forces him to sack his Snorlax after that. So, yeah, it's going to work out for me, as I get in my Nidoqueen, and like I said, it does force him to sack Snorlax after that, as he actually ends up sacking Hippowdon. Even better for me, gives Alakazam a lot of leeway versus his team. And I'm gonna go for my rocks right here, as yeah, I kind of expected his rest right there. And I do have he was support Snorlax, so that's why I expected rest. But I do have Crocodile, which can just come in and hopefully sponge a hit as he goes for the Body Slam, and I believe I can just retaliate back with the Super Power. No switch-ins for this thing whatsoever. Even if he gets, the only thing I have to worry about is getting paralyzed, and even then he has to Sleep Talk a Body Slam, but ends up going out to Mienshao. If I pull through, he is dead, which I do not. Bit unfortunate, but to be honest, I can just Healing Wish this thing later. I like Crocodile versus his team better than I like Nidoqueen, so I'm gonna sack my Nidoqueen right here, as he's more likely gonna go for U-turn. Was the safest play. And like I said, Crocodile just has fun versus his team. Nidoqueen is still a potential sack, so I'm gonna go out to my Jirachi. Hopefully he doesn't have Crunch, as he goes for rest. And like I said, I can just Healing Wish. I do not have Healing Wish. Arg. Whatever, I'll trick him. As he doesn't have having Crunch, and that's fine because Crocodile can live relatively easily and just go right for Earthquake at this point. He has nothing that wants to switch into Earthquake. I could also go for Zero Power, but I don't know how much it matters. As unfortunately he gets a defense drop, so that can come into play right now if I get paralyzed, but I do not. So we're able to knock out the threat to my team, as he ends up going out to Mienshao, and he can just safely click U-turn at this point. But I believe it is over, as Hydreigon just comes in and clicks Draco, unless his Raikou has leftovers, which it does not. So yeah, like I said, Hydreigon just comes in and clicks Draco Meteor at this point. Specs Hidden Power Ice wouldn't be able to knock me out. as I am able to land the Draco. I get a crit. Alakazam outsped him after. That wasn't Scarf damage. And like I said, Alakazam outsped him after, can go for Psyshock. So yeah, he's going to be able to knock me out with the, I think he has to go for High Jump Kick to knock out, just to knock out Nidoqueen. Or he can go for Knockoff most likely. Yeah. But that doesn't matter because it doesn't kill me through my Focus Sash. And I can just knock him out with the Psyshock. So yeah, good game, dude. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Road to Top 10 in UU. Update a bit so we can see where we are, please. Where are we? Friends? Whatever, we'll look at it over here. UU. I should be in the 1600s now, I think. No, 1594? No, I think I just got points for that. I don't know where I am. But, yeah, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Thank you, everybody, for the continuous support, likes, the comments. I did hacks a few people. That last match was kind of clean, though. My opinion. But it's part of the game. So, yeah, until next time, guys. Later.